We are talking about spring cleaning for real estate with George Metz with GMetz Moving and Storage.
Yes.
Now, as far as spring cleaning, you know, it's so much more than that. Getting a house ready to list in real estate, you got to make sure that it's decluttered.
Correct.
Right? So what do you guys do? How do you play into this?
So with us, when we come in for the declutter, a good amount of the time it's prior to listing or just at the point of listing, where we come in, get rid of the extra bureaus and dressers, the spare room that has years of stuff, the attic that has been the drop all, or again, the basement, garage, shed. We want to make sure that you can walk around the home without a problem with your potential buyers. And that's really where it starts. But we can come in and really micromanage every part of it for the customer, work hand in hand with them to make sure they're getting rid of what they want.
Yes.
But also keeping their family heirlooms safe during this process. We work with a few other outside companies that handle certain antiques. So if there was a way that they wanted to get rid of them, but not necessarily send them to the landfill, we have outlets there as well. So we just try to help in every step of the way, making sure that the life of the furniture could be extended if it can. If not, it does end up in a landfill or somewhere along those lines.
So I always suggest, because sellers always ask me this is the number one question, George. Who can help me move? And it's not only you taking the furniture out of the house. Who can help me move the furniture around? Who can help me move the furniture from, the living room into the garage or into the basement to store the furniture until we figure out what we're going to do with this? And we've recently had you come in with a couple of guys. You worked a few hours, and they moved everything around, staged the house with advice from Kendra Chatterley. She did the whole thing, and then you guys went in and the seller told you where to put the stuff where Kendra said. So it was a whole team effort.
Right.
And the house looked amazing. We sold it in 2 days over list price. So that's huge. That's a huge testament to what else you guys can do. And one other thing too with that is sellers always ask. They ask, where should this stuff go? Who can take it? And this is in the instance like if there's no value to the furniture.
Correct.
9 out of 10 times, by the way, there's really no value to furniture. Furniture is very hard to resell. So don't put it in your head that you're going to make all this money on Craigslist or wherever, and it's a total pain in the butt. Okay, but so they're always asking where we're going to put this. What do you suggest?
There's multiple different ways. If it's stuff that they do want to keep, we have storage that we can provide on-site or off-site. Most of the time, it's better to go off-site. That way, again, there's full access to a driveway. We don't have a container on-site taking up valuable real estate, so to speak. Then also, there are multiple outlets for decent furniture. Other than that, really, most of the stuff ends up at the landfill. You have a few local companies, again, that will take certain antiques, certain sofas, couches. Other than that, a lot of it ends up at the landfill. So the best advice is really talk to your professional immediately of what should be done with it and start asking the questions as soon as you think that this may not fit in my new home.
Yep.
Or, we just don't have the space to walk around in here anymore, and we want a list of people walking through, and they can't make the walkthrough. So that's where we come in and we help, again, with the declutter. We help with staging if needed. And again, we just get rid of that stuff that's all over the place.
That's great. And, there's a couple other things that come up. One, a lot with estate sales, okay? So, by the way, an estate sale can be somebody also that's in an assisted living facility and they have to sell their home. I mean, that's their estate. They're selling that, okay? So a lot of times, what do we do with this furniture? Well, listen, you could actually send the furniture off to a furniture bank and you can write that amount off.
Correct.
The value of the furniture, and you're helping somebody out, okay? As long as it's in decent condition, send it off to the furniture bank instead of throwing it out. And GMetz, they can pick it up and they can drop it off if that furniture bank doesn't have that type of service. So there's, this is a really great area. And one other suggestion, because this stuff always comes up for sellers, this is what I suggest to do. A lot of times, especially first-time home buyers, they come in and they have no furniture. And they're like, they ask for all these repairs to get done in the house. Well, instead of negotiating and losing money, you're going to get rid of this furniture anyways. Why not negotiate the furniture? It's a win-win situation for everybody. No extra money out of the seller's pocket. And remember, you heard it here, because I love negotiating and I love finding a win-win situation that's great for everybody. George Metz, owner of GMetz Moving and Storage, our most preferred moving and storage contractor here in Rhode Island. George, how can they reach you? If somebody has questions, how can they get you?
Best ways to reach us is the office phone number, which is 401-383-6399. You could also email me directly at George, George, at GMetzMoving.com, and that's
Perfect.
GMetz Moving.com.
Perfect. And you can check out his video of his segments and also everybody else's on the roundtableradio.com under the video section. And also check out his contact info under the expert contributor section, because who doesn't need, manual labor or somebody to help them move or to store stuff? This stuff always comes up, and you're going to thank me when you deal with GMetz Moving and Storage.